Hey guys, saw your game. Tough loss. Tough loss. That was a good team you played. They didn't really make too many errors. That was a tough team. So it was great work. I saw you playing center, and a couple of things I really liked what I saw. You're really strong in your draws. On your forehand and on your backhand, you go in hard, and that's kind of like that's always been the way I've seen you play. Is like you play tough, you go in tough, playing taking your draw. It's like swords are clashing, and the person with the more leverage, the quicker, the stronger sweep is going to win. And you were winning a lot of your draws. And the thing about center is, as a coach, the players that you put on D and put on at center, center has a lot of hats to wear. One is you're like kind of leading the charge as an offensive player because you start the offense by winning the draw, and then you got to get down there and help the wingers with offense. At the same time, you got to go back and support the defensemen and all of the work that goes on with that. And so not only are you supporting the two defensemen, you're supporting the two offensive players, all the while having to skate up and down the ice. So it's a big job. And what I saw in the game, at least on your line, is that you were supporting your four players a lot, a lot, almost too much, where they needed to raise up their roles. I saw defensemen pinching wildly at the point, and then the other team just kind of banking it by them, and you had to go back and support them. And then I'm seeing passes go out to the wingers, and then you'd go out to support them, and the puck wouldn't necessarily come back to you. But so I could see a little bit of frustration going on there. But I also saw that when you did get the puck, you were making things happen. So let's take a look at the things that I saw. I think there's going to be all right. So here, let's see. So it's solid support, great start. All right. Let's see where you are. I think that's you right there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me. I think that's you. My eyes, my poor eyes. Let's see where you go. Yeah, that is you. All right. So you're coming up the ice. And what I like, all right, so you have set yourself up to support the two puck carriers, right? So you've got a 2-on-2 going on, and you have your two wingers battling the puck. I wish he would have gone in earlier because there's 3-on-1 at the moment, but you are there supporting them in case it comes out. There's no like interesting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark players down there, and the three of you are up top. So that puck's got to move to you. But what I was watching is that you are constantly in that hover zone, like wherever the puck is. Like that's what I want to see in offensive play, is that you've got two players fighting the puck, and then the third guy high takes this gray area between, we call it the soft spots of the gray areas, where you've got between the dot and the top of the circle, you're kind of hovering for that quick pass because it's hard to cover everybody. And I like how you are finding that open spot. And these guys, they have to see you. That's their job, is it's a 2-on-2 down here, and then you're the pass. You are the pass. So what I like there is how you supported that, and then you go to the other side. They're always finding that open spot, looking for the support, and then when it comes time to jump down, you're there you're back, and you're supporting, and right even there, you're doing a good job of supporting your defenseman. D has the puck, you're supporting him. You're there for a pass. Doesn't come, goes D to D. Then you're following the puck, and then now you're supporting this defenseman. This defenseman is not in a position to receive the puck from his partner because he shouldn't have stopped here. He should be further back here. So it's a diagonal pass back because that's to stay out of his way. and then when you curl, it's a quick bump right to yourself, right? So there's a few things that I struggled with the defenseman a little bit with what I saw, but you are supporting, and then instead of he decides to dump it, there's nobody there, and you had curled, and a quick little bump to you, like right here, then you're in, or a soft little dump off the board because you are clearly supporting. So I like your sense of how you're supporting your defenseman in this one. Okay. Now I have here. I was watching you take your face off draws, and this is just after a goal, and I noticed that you have a very strong sense of your responsibilities, and the higher you go in the game, there's this balance between the fun part of everything and your responsibilities. And the responsibility stuff is like defensive end, where they're not always glamorous. It's like back checking and filling the lanes and picking up a guy and looking behind you, making sure they're not able to score. That's work, right? And then going into the corner and grinding it out, that's all work. And it's fun to skate up the ice and get one-timers and great plays for yourself and making great passes. That stuff is fun. But I notice that you balance that very well, in that your sense of responsibility is very high. And to me, that is like, as a coach, it's like, what an asset to have. I need a guy to like support this entire group, is what I'm seeing. Is like, when you're on the ice, you're supporting your entire group. That's how well I saw you're playing. If you're flanked with two puck moving, or wingers that can get the puck back to you, like, I'd be interested to see what you can create. If you're supporting everybody, not everybody's McDavid and can handle the puck and skate faster than everybody. That's a high bar. But you're supporting a lot of people, and you have a really good sense of responsibility. And as a coach, it's like, wow, to have a player like that on my team that I could put in the middle and keep this together is really powerful. So, and then I was watching with your draws. One of the things I liked, and especially off your forehand, it's a hard draw to win. Your forehand, you went right in there, and I find that you get low, and you're watching the puck drop, so you're anticipating the ref dropping the puck, and your sweeps are like, you just completely outmuscled him, because he went in on his backhand, and you just like ran over his stick with your strength, which is great. You are working the leverage well, really well. I have noticed on a couple of your draws, like, you'd kind of fall forward, so that's some balance you got to work out. So like, when you get low to get into to get that leverage, it's low is not leaning forward. Low is like squatty type stuff, where your head just lowers down rather than tilts forward. Because if you miss, and then if you're falling forward, that's because you're leaning on that stick, and if the stick goes through without that proper balance, then you're going down. So if the puck remains there and you've fallen forward, then you can't recover. Whereas like a strong low stance, and you sweep and you miss and the puck is still there, then you can rotate and keep that low stance. So it's squat. It's a squat rather than a lean. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, right there. Again, you know, a lot of people don't notice this stuff. I do, because I was always a defenseman, and as long as I played hockey, and I would rush the puck. The rule is that if the D rushes the puck, and you cover for him in case it blows up and somebody's gonna get back. I've never trusted the forwards to do that. They don't. I'm not going back there. That's work. That's responsibility. But look what you did. The putt. So you're there for the pass. You're actually the pass, in my opinion. Like right there, you missed the pass. You chose to skate it because you're right there waiting for your pass. The only thing I would say, if you can improve on this, is that you're not moving fast enough. that swing. See how you're kind of moving through the swing? It's kind of on the slow side there. I have found when it comes to timing, there's a little trick that if you look over here on my board, if I've got, say, 2D, all right, and the puck goes D to D, you know to swing, you got to swing to that side. For timing's sake, if you're here and you watch the puck go D to D, if you take one step this way, one step away from the direction, so if the pass goes, in this case, from left to right, you take one step to the left and then pick up speed curling through. This is going to give this guy some time to give you a pass, and you're going to be able to come through with a lot more speed. So he might have looked you off here because of your speed. Like, and I know it's off the draw. There's not, you just won the draw. It goes D to D, and then right there, it's just kind of slow moving right there. So imagine you see the puck going back to that D to D, and right here, you just move away. You just move this way a little bit to pick up speed. Then you curl, and then you end up in the same spot, but you're moving faster. Okay, so you move away to curl in. Okay, so then what happened is he doesn't make the pass, which it's right there. Like his stick is seeing this, and the pass is right there. And then you've got a guy back here. But anyway, so the pass is missed. He takes it himself, and you immediately cover for him. And then, reading that you have enough people back, you're able to go in, and then you make something really good happen. And go to the net. Like, you're doing everything on that shift, man. Like, every shift that I watch you, it's like, he's supporting that guy, he's supporting that guy, he's supporting that guy. Like, you're carrying a heavy load. You're carrying a heavy load, and I really like how you're handling it. All right, this one, great creativity, and that's what I've noticed about you. There's not a lot of flash. I don't see a lot of flash out of your play, but I see a lot of smart out of your play. And to me, smart, you have there's a bigger way to, there's more room for your growth when you think, when you can think your way through stuff. You have skill in order to skate and stick handle and stuff, but like really fancy stuff like some of these other people can do, people rely on that fancy, and then when everybody, like all of the defensemen, everybody's skills get high, that fancy doesn't work anymore because the defensemen don't get beat anymore because they can all skate. And if you haven't been relying on smart all this time, when you get to 14U and then high school age, the game is pretty fast at that point. And if you haven't developing your smarts to get you through the game, and you're relying on your skill to get you through the game, the smart kids just keep going because they can adapt. You can adapt to speed with smarts. Your skills have to get incrementally that much better than everybody else to get the same results. So I like what you do. I really like what you do. When you get the puck, you don't do flashy stuff, you do smart stuff. So like, for example, in this play, okay, puck's going in the corner. So it's a good rough game. Nothing dirty, but it's solid. And there you are again, making sure things are safe. Okay. And then, yeah, the 2-on-1 in this case, penalty kill. All right. For that team, puck comes to your corner. First thing you do is make a play to 22. Like, didn't wait. And the reason for that is that you already knew. You've already looked before you got the puck. You knew. So as you're going in, you're checking. You've already checked that your guys are there. Right to them. It's really great. Then it comes again. The next thing you did before you get to that puck is so key. It's so key. Watch what you do with your head. Watch your head. You checked the D, gave him a huge advantage. This D's got to walk to the middle. Like he's got to go to the middle and in, like, and not where these guys are. But like, I really like how you play, man. Before you get into trouble, he's pressuring you. You've already looked to see the play. It's like it's excellent. Nothing flashy. You looked, took the hit. Like when body checking comes, you're gonna get hit here. Like that guy is gonna come in and finish the check, but you're gonna be fine. You're drawing all that in and you're creating this massive opportunity for your team. It's good stuff, man. All right. Here's another one I call excellent support. Let's take a look. Let's see where you are. There you are right here. Okay. Following up the play. So right there, you really have to see this. Like, I find this frustrating. I don't know how you were doing, but I'm watching it go on, and like, there's a 3-on-1 or a 1-on-3 over here. There's a lot of guys. The pass isn't there. He's so covered. The play is behind you, and you have to see that when you're entering. You look to see what your options are, and you have to see you. You have to, when you're the puck carrier, you have to see you. And as you're entering, he's drawing in the players. He has to look at it. Like, there's no pass there. You're the play. Like, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. But what I love is how you support, and you always seem to find that open spot. And it doesn't come. And so there you are again, supporting your player. You're always supporting your player. It's like what a true center does. He supports the forwards. He supports the D. He supports the puck. He's ever present, and you're always present and open. And why they can't pass to you is I don't know. They can pass to you. Like, this, just I'm getting a little frustrated when I see it. And like, you're right there. I mean, so he gets it out. And then you're I think that's the end of this clip. So, again, this is a clip for you. This is about your game. And like, I would be chirping your wingers that you got to get your head up, because your center is always open and supporting you. Like, head up. Anyway, all right, next one. Here's another thing I liked. 50-50 battles are won with your toughness. Okay, so yeah, they scored another one. It was a good team. There's some good players there. And a 50-50 battle, one of them is a face-off. All right? And you win your draws. Like, if I need a draw one, I'm putting you in. You win your draws. So that's going to come up, right? There's going to be a time in your career when, equal playing time changes. It becomes, it's all about winning. And your team, your coach is going to be putting on players on the ice who are going to make your team win. The higher you go, like, you get to, high school, it really starts there. You get into college and then pro, like, that is the players who produce are going in. So there's a call for centers when there's a really important face-off, like near the end of a period or penalty kill or things like that, where you're in the defensive zone or in the offensive zone, and we have to win this draw. Like, we can't not win. And being a face-off specialist is an asset. Like, I need to win this draw. Put Stitcha in. That's a real live thing. And winning your draws like this. So I would continue to develop. Like, you're winning all your draws clean. You should also look into how to use passive ways of winning your draws. There's another way, like when they're coming in to sweep their stick, you block their stick with your stick first before you attack the puck, then you sweep. So that's kind of a passive way to do it. And then the other thing you can do is you can rotate, turn your back on the guy, and so the puck is right in your feet and you win it back. So there's all these little strategies. And so what I saw in this game is your face-offs are good, really good. I like how you are. That's a 50-50 battle, and the way you play tough, it's like, if it's 50-50, I'm gonna win this. Like, it's me against you, and I want it more than you. And like, you show it with your your toughness. It's a good asset. It's a great asset you have there. Okay. Um, this difficult to stay patient. Keep your group together. So I'm watching. Okay, where are you? There you are. You just got on the ice, right? Your defense were pinching a lot, and then they were blowing by them, which makes it part of your responsibility is to get back and help your D. If the case they get burnt, that's part of your job. Also, while you're coming in, make sure you look over your shoulder to make sure that nobody's coming in late. That's another part of your job when you back check. Okay, and it's always seemingly you. You're back checking a lot. You're coming back to help. Another commendable thing. And you're going in, you help your D, and then you get out to your wing who can't handle the puck. You got to go get it. Your wing gets it, knocks it away again. And I'm like, man, yeah. And then, you're going around trying to support the wingers. Now you got to get back and support the D. You're being asked to do a lot. But the point of all of this is that there's reasons that you've been chosen to do that. There are reasons. Your team is your team. This is what we have to work with. And you are carrying your second line. So there's going to be a day when you are with the top players, and then those days are going to come. So what I understand, this is one of your first times playing center. You might be a natural. I really like how you play. All right. And then there you are back checking again, helping your D. So it's all right. Covering for everyone, and then finally get something to make it happen. You knock that guy over. Now you're jumping in the play, and there you are right there. Looks like you're a little gassed, but now you're coming in to cut him off. You get the puck. Right at here's the point. Right there. Great, under great play. And so now you're out there with these guys who are a little more powerful. And then look at the opportunity that you just created. Again, nothing flashy. Smart is growth. Smart is power. The more you see, the more options you have, the more you can do. And then there you are. You make this seemingly nothing play. You're in the corner, and you turn it into an absolute grade A. 1-on-3 right there. Look at that. He's 1, 2, 3 guys, and you're able to get it to the one guy. You're in the corner, and you get it right to him for a grade A. And he kind of bobbles it a little bit. All right, so here we are. This is near the end of the game. I think you pulled the goalie with 4 minutes left. It's like, fellas, we're going for it. So you got your 6 guys out. Who's on the? You have to win the draw. You have to win this draw. If you don't win the draw, and they start icing, you can't lose the draw. Put Stitcha in. Win. D to D. Grade A. All right? See what else happens. And then you're back into that spot. And I think, can't remember if there was something else that happened here. Yeah, right there. That little bloop. There was something else. I knew it. Your understanding of drawing the defender to you. You knew you're going to get hit here, but you knew that your D is open, and he's a good puck moving defenseman. You drew him in to give this guy time. Nothing flashy, but incredibly effective. Very effective. Drew him in, and then give him that, you pulled this guy way out of position, because that's his job, is this guy. If I were this D, I would have waltzed right in. or give it back to you for that matter, because that a little pass to you and you're in. It's really good heads up play, man. Um, Now I think it was this one. I think you're on the draw. Yeah, you're on the draw. Here's another situation. You've got your six out there. Stitcha, get out there. Another win. And here's another grade A goal. Like everybody's cheering the goal. The goal I went in, but you won the draw. So important to win the draw. Those major draws. Like you're doing really well here. I really like how you're playing. Um, like some of the things I guess I would probably. I don't think I did saw too many shots from you, but again, you weren't getting the puck much. You were making things happen, um, and the more deception. I guess if there's anything, because of what your role has been, is like you need to set everybody up. Is that to focus on deception as a way to buy time? And the one deceptive thing that you did earlier was you made it look like you were going in and you put it back there. Same thing if you need to make a pass, you're faking a pass one way and then slide it across the other way. You're faking a shot and sliding it across. So I would spend some time with that. That's not very, again, not very fancy, not very flashy, but creates time and space for the others to do what they need to be doing. And you're doing great. Quite the anchor. I think you're a really good center. I hope they keep you there, because I enjoyed watching you play, even though I felt a little frustrated for you with the people that they weren't really doing much for you while you were doing a lot for them. So I think your play is excellent, and you need to keep that up. All right, that's all I got. I'm sorry that you lost, but I'll see you guys at the next one.